Hold on to your seats, football fans, because we need to talk about what just went down in France. With the 2026 World Cup literally 10 days away, one of the tournament favorites just got absolutely stunned on their own turf. I'm talking about Les Bleus. Didier Deschamps' star-studded squad. And who did the damage? The reigning kings of Africa, the Elephants of Ivory Coast. If you thought their Africa Cup of Nations run was a fluke, you better think again. Ivory Coast didn't just show up to Nantes for a friendly, they showed up to send a warning shot to the entire footballing world. They went down 1-0 at halftime, looked down and out against some of the best players on the planet, and then, they cooked. They completely turned the game on its head to walk away with a massive 2-1 victory. Is France in deep trouble right before they fly out to North America? Or are Ivory Coast secretly dark horse contenders to make history? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Did you see this upset coming? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's break down exactly how the Elephants took down the Giants. Alright, let's set the scene. Stade de la Beaujoire. The atmosphere is electric because French fans are giving their boys a grand send-off. And early on, it looked like business as usual for France. Didier Deschamps fielded a highly competitive, slightly experimental side, resting a few Paris Saint-Germain stars who just won the Champions League, but still starting heavy hitters like Kylian Mbappé, Michael Ollis, and Aurélien Tchouameni. Right from the whistle, France was suffocating. In just the 7th minute, Mbappé breaks free on the left flank. You know that classic terrifying burst of speed. He unloads, but boom! Yahia Fofana stands tall in the Ivorian goal and denies him. Then Michael Ollis tries his luck from the wing. France is dominating possession, moving the ball quickly, and Ivory Coast is forced to play on the back foot. But here's the thing about this Ivorian team, they don't panic. They survived absolute chaos during their AFCON title run, so a little first-half pressure from France wasn't going to break them. Around the 42nd minute, Simon Adingra actually forces a massive save out of Mike Maignan against the run of play. But right at the stroke of halftime, the deadlock breaks. Ryan Cherki. Absolute magic. He weaves his way through a clutch of Ivorian defenders inside the box and fires a laser into the bottom right corner. 1-0 France. The stadium goes wild. It felt like France was about to cruise to an easy warm-up win. But oh man, nobody was ready for what happened after the break. Halftime happens, and both managers start making changes. Deschamps takes off Mbappé and brings on Jean-Philippe Mateta, while N'Golo Kanté enters the midfield. But whatever Immerse Faye said to his Ivory Coast players in that dressing room worked like absolute clockwork. The Elephants came out for the second half playing with an entirely different gear. The intensity, through the roof. The speed on the counterattack, unbelievable. Watch this. 53rd minute. Nicolas Pepe gets the ball in transition. He spots a brilliant, slicing run from right-back Guelladouy. Pepe plays a perfectly weighted through ball, unlocking the French defense. Douy finds himself one-on-one with Mike Maignan, keeps his composure like a veteran striker, and slides a beautiful cross shot into the bottom corner. Boom. 1-1. Just like that, the French crowd goes dead quiet, and the Ivorian players are dancing. Now, France tried to respond. Marcus Thuram tried a few long-range efforts, and they kept trying to use their physical presence, but the momentum had completely shifted. Ivory Coast's midfield, anchored by guys like Ibrahim Sangare coming off the bench, completely disrupted France's rhythm. They forced turnovers, committed smart tactical fouls, and exploited the space left behind by a transitioning French backline. And that brings us to the 84th minute. If you are a Manchester United fan, you are going to love this. Ivory Coast builds a beautiful, sweeping team play down the flank. Guelladouy, who was arguably the player of the match, caps off his unbelievable night by driving down the wing and sending a delicious low cross right into the center of the penalty area. And arriving perfectly on time, Amad Diallo. With pure instinct, Diallo hits it first time with his right foot, guiding it past Maignan right into the bottom left corner. 2-1 to Ivory Coast. Absolute scenes. The bench empties, the Ivorian fans in the stadium are losing their minds, and Didier Deschamps is looking at his clipboard scratching his head. France tried to pile on the pressure in the final 6 minutes of stoppage time, throwing everyone forward, but the Elephants held the line like a titanium wall. Full-time whistle blows. France 1, Ivory Coast 2. So, Let's talk about the fallout. After the match, French midfielder Aurélien Tchouaméni played it down, saying, "It's a pity to lose, but we're in a preparation phase. There are no conclusions to draw. Sure, it's a friendly. Sure, France made a ton of second-half substitutions and rested some key players. But Deschamps himself admitted something very interesting. He noted that France completely lost control in the second half because of Ivory Coast's incredible pace, and he warned his players, "We will face the same type of team on June 16th when we open against Senegal." This is a massive wake-up call for France. If they play with this level of complacency in 10 days, they are going to get punished on the world stage. But let's give all the flowers to Ivory Coast. They are heading over to the US for their base camp in absolute premium spirits. This team has grit, tactical flexibility, and young world-class talent that can hurt anyone in transition. They are cooking something seriously special. What did you guys think of the match? Is Amad Diallo set for a breakout World Cup tournament? Is France sweating, or is this just standard friendly variants? Sound off in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more daily football breakdowns, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.